Brian Wilson, the maestro who resonated with generations. I feel strangely adrift, I messaged my father after we, like countless others, learned about the passing of Brian Wilson. It's as if an era has come to a close. That sense of an ending might apply to many aspects of Brian Wilson's life. His musical genius, the transitions through pivotal historical periods, a share of innocence lost, or the slow decline of a legendary band like the Beach Boys over time. Or perhaps we are mourning the physical presence of the man himself. But to me, it's as though a palpable part of our world has vanished. There's something about the Beach Boys' harmonies and Wilson's solo compositions that feels inherently grounded, as if they encompass the very essence of the earth. Those of us who have grown up in the United States, and perhaps beyond, can hardly remember a time when Wilson's music wasn't part of our lives. His music was omnipresent, weaving its way into every thread of our collective experience. For me, the term synesthesia springs to mind when I think of his work. He had a way of distilling the raw materials of the planet and transforming them into melodies that were almost visual in their impact. His albums painted a spectrum. Fiery reds and oranges in Wild Honey and Carl and the Passions So Tough. Lush greens in Sunflower and Pet Sounds. And cool blues in 2020, The Beach Boys' Love You and LA Light album. When these sounds enveloped us, they transformed our internal landscapes, hinting at a connection that was perhaps otherworldly, making his genius feel truly universal. A decade ago, I had the chance to interview Wilson for our website. It was a brief and somewhat challenging conversation, marred by technical difficulties and his tendency for curt answers. Despite the brevity of our exchange, his music has continued to speak volumes to me. Years later, I found myself connecting with him anew, not through spoken words, but through the melodies that accompanied me as my wife, Susan, and I awaited the birth of our son, Boone. His harmonies, particularly in Add Some Music to Your Day, seemed to rewire my mind for the journey of fatherhood. They offered solace amid the uncertainties of the world, whispering a reassuring reminder that there is beauty all around us. Songs like You Need a Mess of Help to Stand Alone encapsulate the anticipation of the big day, while his rendition of Just Once in My Life signals an acceptance of aging. These tunes became the soundtrack to welcoming our new chapter, with Sail On, Sailor playing as we brought our baby home, a moment filled with hope. Wilson's lyrics, often simple yet profound, speak to the innocence that makes his complex emotional messages accessible. These seemingly straightforward songs resonate, allowing listeners to explore deeper layers of meaning. They encourage us to embrace the many facets of our own experiences, much as Wilson did throughout his life. Today, I find myself feeling a bittersweet sadness. But I'm also grateful for the treasure trove of music he left behind. So here's to Brian Wilson. May his legacy continue to inspire us. Sail on, sailor.